Greetings, Attorney Derek DeBrosse from munitionsgroup.com, helping support the legal firearms community with any questions and services surrounding the law and firearms in the industry. Today's question is an interesting one. Actually, we're getting a lot of questions about red flag laws lately. So I'm going to give you my overall thoughts on it, and specifically a lot of the questions ask about what about firearms trusts and how they'll be affected by red flag laws. Out the gate, I can't give you an answer. The problem with it is we don't know what all the laws will look like before they pass, and they're all different. Every state has a different red flag law, so it's all really hard to say for certain what it's going to look like when these laws have yet to take effect, or many of them are just relatively very new. The one question I get is how will it affect guns in a trust? I generally think a trust could be useful in this instance. If you have multiple trustees, there's multiple legal owners. What a trust really is a separation of what we call legal from equitable title. The trustees hold legal title, and there can be multiple people. So they have a legal interest in that property. So if you and I were trustees on a trust, and I had a red flag order issued against me, I personally would not be able to possess those. And the trust be drafted in such a way that there is red flag provisions moving forward, and we have started to implement those into our trusts as well. With that said, if in fact a person is a trustee in a trust and one of the trustees can no longer possess guns, theoretically the other trustee would have a legal right to reacquire possession of those guns immediately, as they do hold and own legal title, and they're not subject to that order unless the trust is specifically listed to be subject to that order. I don't know that the government would have a very good argument. Overall, I think there's a lot of problems with red flag laws that many of us have already considered. My primary concern is due process, of course, and continually treating the Second Amendment as a second-class right is always very frustrating to us in this community. But with that said, it's the world we live in, and I will continue to do what I can for you and for the firearms legal community to fight that fight. With that said, as always, be safe and carry on.